Hello, this is Cuckoo. I'm right here in Australia, Melbourne, and this place is called Melbourne Electronic Sound Studio. It's a really cool place, more kind of a museum of sorts, I'd say. It's a collection of epic electronic instruments from the past up until now, present day. There's modular stuff, there's Eurorack, there's old modular stuff, and really epic synthesizers that I've never seen in person but just read about on the internet. It's all right here, an impressive collection. What I'm going to check out today, which has me really excited, is the Yamaha DX1. It's one of the motherships of FM synthesis, really. And if you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I really love FM synthesis. One really cool thing with the DX1 is that if you know the DX7, or more presently the Volca FM, you would probably know exactly what to expect from this. It's the same layout, it's just that it's very hands-on, everything is right there and some buttons away. So I expected it to be really difficult to handle, but I would say it's not. It's actually quite straightforward. So yeah, this is going to be my first deep dive into the DX1, and I'm going to make a little patch from scratch and see what elements you need to know and in order to make a patch. So there you go. Enjoy. Okay, it's basically a dream position I'm in right now, in front of this huge FM synth that I've never played ever. It's the Yamaha DX1. I suppose by number it's one of the motherships of FM synthesis. Yeah, just gonna try it. I know how to use the DX7, not like a real DX7, but I know the sound engine a lot. And it's the similar sound engine as in the Volca FM. It's kind of identical, so I kind of know what to expect. But it's my first time operating one in the flesh. So let's see. I'm gonna try to wing it and make a sound. Basically, there's a balance knob between. It's actually two DX synths in here. It's the A1. And the B1. I'm going to be on the A just to hear one sound. Just going to flick through some presets. If we listen to two of them at the same time, like bring the mixer to the middle there. So this is the B synth and this is the A synth. And these are presets of combinations. I think basically just line them up. This is a fully weighted key bed, by the way. That's really nice to play. And this is in the split mode, as you can see here. Kind of weird to have the bass on your right hand, but maybe that's like for virtuosis. What is that a word? Yeah, it's a sound that, hello, I'm used to hearing because it's been in my childhood in every pop song stemming from the 80s and forth. It's been a renowned sound of the 80s and 90s. However, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and try to make a sound from scratch. And pardon for not having a mirror, I'm traveling, so no mirrors, but a unique opportunity. So what I'm gonna do is just listen to one of the sounds, the A sound. Let's take this one. Okay, I'm gonna dial in a whole new sound here. See, so we got 8 operators. 8? Am I? No, 6? Yeah, got 6 operators. Just saw the number 8 there instead of 8. 6 operators with a number of different algorithms. An algorithm is what you will see on the map here. It's the way all of the operators are connected to inflict FM frequency modulation onto each other. So you can see, you can select one of the algorithms here. So how would I do that? First of all, I'm going to press this button here to enter the edit compare mode. This is where I edit the sound. So what I want to do first is to just turn off the level of every operator so that I can start with just one operator and build from there. Press operator select. Okay, this is where I select the operator. And when an operator is selected, there is a value flashing somewhere. Right now it's flashing right here. Output level, which would be this one. Yeah, output level is flashing. This is the data entry. So output level 0 on operator 1, 2, 0, 3. I'm going to turn to 0, 0, 0, 0. Now, according to my assumptions, it should be silent. Yeah, good. I know this. So I'm going to turn to operator 1 and turn it up. The building blocks here on the Yamaha DX series is sine waves, I believe, but perhaps there are different variations of sine waves. I'm not really sure. Let's see. So now I'm going to try to find the algorithm. Yeah, right there. Algorithm. Okay, you can see all of these flashing, indicating which operator is positioned in which algorithm layout position, which is actually quite efficient. I expected this to be much less intuitive, but now that you see it right there, it's like a really fast way of dialing it in. So let's pick a nice one with lots of nice modulation. I would want at least one of the rows to be 3. Okay, this one is cool. 3, 2, 1, which is also cool. Let's try this. Algorithm 19. So what do we do? Carrier. The operator 1 is now the carrier in this little line of modulation. It's just a sine wave. It has a vibrato applied to it. Let's find the vibrato and turn it off. So where would the vibrato be? Maybe here. Let's see. Wave, LFO speed, waveform select, speed, LFO attack, decay, LFO pitch, modulation, depth is set to 1. Could that be it? Let's try it. No, that wasn't it. I'm just going to accept this vibrato for now. Maybe I'll stumble upon it later on. Operator on off. Oh, this is nice. So I could turn off operators. That's really good, especially when trying to iron out special things, like when you're working with building and patch. Just turn off operator 1. Can't hear it. Turn it on. Cool. One key thing with building a sound on an FM synth is to determine what pitch frequency every operator is running at. So I'm gonna try to find this one. Course. Cool, you find it? How about fine tune? Cool. So now it's twice as high, like an octave above. 1 would be default value, 2 being an octave up, 3 being, what is it, like a fifth? Move into these kind of natural overtone kind of scale. I'm gonna keep it at 2. Cool, that's as a modulation. So I'm gonna find operator 2, and the volume of operator 2, like the output level, is now determining how much of operator 2 is being sent to operator 1. So how much modulation from operator 2 is gonna happen. So again, amplitude, output level. So let's, whoa, didn't hear much of that. Okay, I see what's going on. This is scaling over the keyboard. So operator 2 is right now kind of scaling. I don't know how to reset the settings, so I'm just going to try to figure out the keyboard scaling so that there's an equal amount of FM modulation going on across the whole keyboard. Probably going to change this right depth there. Right depth, maybe to 0. Yeah, there you go. What it's doing is that it's kind of letting you define a roll-off where you can select like a breakpoint where you want less and less modulation. Typically, when you want to make a bright sound less bright in the upper register, you kind of dial it down a bit, have it roll off, or ramp up. It's, yeah, okay, I'm happy. Nice. Cool. Let's mess with the tune of this. The thing is, you need to kind of dial this into your heart and really get used to like embed an understanding of what a higher frequency does in relation to what a lower frequency would do in relation to the last operator called the carrier. It's getting technical, but practically if the modulator, the operator modulating the carrier, is at a higher pitch, we will have much more overtones in the upper register, like typically referred to as bell sounds, I guess. But now it's at the same pitch as the carrier. Yeah, if it's lower, you can kind of create a more bassy sound. So let's make a lower one. Okay, I want to mess with the envelope now. So, okay, so nowadays ADSR is like the most widely known envelope, which is attack, decay, sustain, release. But when this came along, it's a little bit more complex than just that. We got like several entry points here. Yeah, let's mess around with it, see if I crack the code. So we're currently editing the operator 2. So I'm just going to dial in. That would be the attack time. Attack time. I like it. Okay, let's go to operator 3 and dial up the output volume there to have this one modulate this one that is also modulating this one. Okay, let's do that. Output I want this to be at a much higher frequency, so let's do that. Of course. I'm gonna dial in like a slow start on that one. I could dial in a waiting time there, sort of. So now what I'm doing now is letting it wait for a bit and then come to this. So this could be slow. Yeah, I like it. Cool. What does this do? Mode. Is that? Oh, okay, so it could be at a fixed ratio, creating like really nasty inharmonic frequencies. Okay, let's say this is it. Cool. I'm gonna move forward to the next row here, and conveniently I could just turn this row off by turning operator 1 off. So let's move to operator 4 and just isolate operator 4 for now. Output level, dial it up. Okay, I would like this to be short. Like, how to do it? Like this. Okay, so that's going to be a short one, while this is a long one. So I'm going to create like a really cool attack on this layer, while this kind of layer has the long sustained sound. So how about making operator 6 now be kind of nasty? Oh, this is nice. I think this little dot there determines which operator has the feedback. So this is currently set to feedback level 7. That's like a global setting for the whole patch. Feedback level. And the one with the dot is the one with the feedback. So let's dial in some values there and see. Yeah, 7 is the most feedback. I think there's currently also something inherited from the previous patch is already there is some key velocity embedded here. I kind of just got it for free from the previous patch. Yeah, it's nice. So what it would do is to change like the velocity that I strike the keyboard at would change the volume of each and every layer according to this value. 7 would be the most keyboard velocity change. So rather than having the operators have a lot of velocity sensitivity, or the carriers, you can use it more for the modulation to create a change in timbres and quality of the sound rather than the volume, which I find much more interesting. Okay, let's mess around with the pitch. Okay, let's try this together. This is nice. Okay, and you can see this little line there is like going from operator 6 to the next one. So this is modulating two of the operators, or two of the carriers. So let's isolate number 5 and see what is kind of a last guy there. What should we do with this guy? I'm going to turn off number 1, turn off number 4, isolate number 5, dial up the output level. So right now, number 6 is also doing the same modulation level to both of these. Okay, so operator 5, how about changing the course? So we have the main pitch here, a kind of quick attack there, and then this could be, I don't know, something wonky. I'm going to give it a slow start and just see what it feels like. So this could be like if this is the metallic element, you hit something, then this could be kind of the I don't know, like the body of the metallic. Sounds a bit like a saw, like playing a saw with a bow. Okay, let's play them all together. It makes such a huge difference having a weighted keyboard on a synthesizer, and when you design a patch for a weighted keyboard, you take a totally different approach to how to design the sound, because it's responding to a much more physical input. So let's see if we should dial in some different values for the keyboard velocity. I'd like to go into number 2 there and see if that should have a different key velocity. See what it would do to the sound. And maybe especially on the carriers like 1, 4, and 5 there. I'm just gonna try to first dial it completely off. Number 4 and 5. So the overall like master volume in the mix will not have any change due to the keyboard velocity. But now it will only be the operators modulating the carriers. Okay, let's check out number 2 there and add velocity to that. How about number 3 up there? It has, maybe that should be dialed down a bit. And I can see, like, let's see, number 5 there. Maybe that could have like a tad of velocity. Number 4, let's see. Could have a tad. Number 4, there you go. How about number 1? Maybe a tad, bring back like a tad of velocity there. I like it. I really enjoy this. I'm gonna dial in a different sustain to kind of keep it more sustained. Because now everything kind of dials down to 0. So let's see, operator 1, level there. This should be like the equivalence of sustain, I think. How about number 4? That's short anyway. Number 5 is also short. Yeah, my first sound on the Yamaha DX1, introduced in year number, I don't know. I'm gonna display it right here. This is when the Yamaha DX1 was introduced to the world. Cool. Yeah, let's play it. And also the beauty of this machine is that you have 2 layers. So this whole patch here could be going on one layer, where a totally different patch could be going on this layer. So let's do it in dual. But this is really just my first time with this. Honestly, I've actually never even touched a Yamaha DX7 when it comes to programming. I've just been playing presets at one trade fair. So I'm really hyped that this wasn't overly difficult to navigate. This is very straightforward. I like it. Yeah, so I guess this is it. This is Cuckoo. I'm currently in Melbourne, Australia. I'm having a great time, except for the fact that right now there is a virus outbreak in the world, and I'm a bit uncertain about my travel home. But let's stay in the moment for a while and enjoy this amazing synth. So this was a really unique opportunity for me to get down with one of the flagships and motherships of FM synthesis. Yeah, I really enjoyed this. If this is something you enjoy and you're in Australia, please consider paying MES a visit yourself. It's a really nice place. Yeah, go here. And if you enjoy what I'm doing here on YouTube and you want to support my work here, then there's a place to do that, and it's called Patreon. There's a link in the description, or maybe I'll flash a card here somewhere, to go to Patreon and support me there. So thankful for everyone doing that for me. That means I could really do some really high quality videos for everyone, which is what I want to do. So thank you everyone for your support over time, and yeah, FM synthesis.